Well, I'm joined here in studio by Andrew Evans, who's written about the psychology of dealing with fame. He co-authored the book Fame, The Psychology of Stardom, and also he wrote Secrets of Performing Confidence. He's a lecturer in performing health at Thames Valley University. Andrew Evans. So Susan Boyle apparently very drained, not eating very much. I mean, the pressures of instant fame are huge, aren't they?
They are. I mean, there's a long history of overnight fame taking its toll on people. Going right back to films like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which some of us might remember.
Oh, I remember it well, yeah.
Where Heather Ripley, who's one of the child stars, Jemima, I mean, she fled to Ireland, and she said that overnight fame had ruined her life and ruined her family's life. And she was very vocal about this in public.
You mentioned,
so this does happen.
It does happen. But you mentioned the child stars, for instance, and also Susan Boyle, who's a vulnerable adult because of her learning difficulties. I mean, should they actually be appearing on talent shows, which can be quite brutal? You stand there awaiting the verdict of the judges or whoever. It's quite brutal.
I would say yes, let's have children on television, fine, but with certain conditions. And you know, I treat stage fright. It's one of the things I do. Stage fright is easy to treat. You might be surprised to hear this, because all you need to do with kids is to show them that it's not fear, it's adrenaline. It's not fear, it's adrenaline. 5 words. And once they realise that when their heart is going bumpity, 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 bum, this is adrenaline, they can deal with it, and they know that they can sing through it. And if you prepare people for this, they can cope with it.
But what about the judges? I mean, you know, you stand there waiting, you know, thumb up, thumb down, basically what it is. And that kind of rejection is quite hard for some people to cope with, particularly children.
It is. And I think this is why reality TV shows have psychologists who specialise in these things as part of the team. I've been part of the team for reality TV shows. The problem there is that even if you have a psychologist on the team, you also have a producer that is going to say, sorry, but this is good TV, and you'll be overruled.
But I suppose the flip side is also, if you have got tremendous talent, as a lot of people say Susan Boyle obviously has, and so on, and children, that in a sense you have to subject yourself to that.
Yeah, I mean, to some extent, this is good TV. You know, people like this are not going to be off TV because they're always going to be good TV. So I just think if you take the necessary precautions, then some of this could be avoided. How
far does the media make it harder, in a sense, you know, reporting the rise and the instant stardom, but perhaps also covering, sometimes rather ruthlessly, the declines or the low points?
There's something called the cat calendar syndrome, which is, you know, you buy a cute little cat calendar, and the first 3 times you see it, you think it's cute, and then after that it starts to be, well, what about horses, what about dogs? So, you know, there's a certain sort of window of cuteness where you can get this sort of adulation. But the press tires very easily at this, and they want new people.
But best just they do. You know, best in a word, Susan Boyle, just to keep a low profile at the moment, have a rest.
What she should need is familiar things around her. Familiar people, familiar surroundings, and, you know, because the worst thing for these people is change in circumstance.
OK, Andrew Evans, thanks very much indeed for explaining all that. Gosh, I've learned a lot. Cat syndrome, or what was it? And fear and adrenaline and all that. Thank you. Now, returning to one of our top stories.